was 2022 when the Great Box Camera War started. Not a day goes by when I don't think about if I picked the wrong side.
That's right, you heard it here first. We're declaring war between camera companies over box-style cinema cameras. Everyone seems to be getting in this war with rumors and speculation running rampant, but we can put one of those rumors to rest as the rumored Canon Komodo-style cinema camera. The new camera had reportedly found a patent of a couple weeks ago, has been confirmed by none other than YM Cinema Magazine. The United States patent application 20210232024 was published on July 29th, 2021. And I'm kind of surprised this is the first we're hearing of it. YM Cinema was able to actually delve a bit deeper into this patent and pull out some details of what could potentially be attached to this Canon Komodo style camera, and we are going to quickly give you some of the highlights. So let's get started. The first one is dual pixel autofocus, a long requested and scrutinized feature that many have asked for in cinema cameras lately, and it seems very possible with this that Canon is planning on utilizing the dual pixel autofocus system we've come to expect from their cameras since the release of this tech on the EOS 70D in 2013. In most cameras, pixels are used for focus and the rest are used for the actual recording, but they never do both roles. With these sensors that Canon developed, the pixels are able to do both at the same time. A good comparison here would be the A7R3 sensor, which has 7,952 by 5304 pixels that has only 399 phase detection autofocus points, whereas the EOS 5D Mark IV has 6,720 by 4,480 pixels at 80% coverage, meaning 19 million pixels have dual pixel autofocus. This allows the lens to not have to zoom in or out to achieve focus, allowing for much smoother and more accurate autofocus. So with this technology coming to something like a Komodo-style cinema camera for Canon, this could be a market-altering product, putting pressure on several other companies like Blackmagic and RED. Some of this feels like a shot across the bow at RED, and more so than Blackmagic. I would assume this camera probably projects to be more than $10,000 and perhaps even higher than that with all of these features.
We better stop the war before we get used to it. We'll think about it.
And this gets us into the next interesting technical bit of this camera, which is the 8K resolution, and with potential settings that actually can get you up to 10K resolution and a high frame rate at 5K up to 100 frames per second. Canon also makes note in this patent of a heatsink mechanism to help keep the camera from overheating, and hopefully they figured out that after the whole Canon R5 fiasco last time around. But 8K resolution would get them above the capabilities of the RED Komodo as far as resolution goes, which we all know here that more resolution isn't always as big of a deal that manufacturers try to get us to think it is. But it still signifies how much more Canon is wanting to push this camera and helps to start shaping the picture of how they will price the camera and who exactly they're trying to go to war with this particular camera. The sensor for this camera also projects to be a full frame sensor, which I know many in the community groups will absolutely love, as we hear about how full frame is the best frame. Low light! In the patent application, it's also quite clear that Canon is looking to have dual battery terminals on the backside of the camera, allowing for potential hot swapping of batteries during filming without having to turn off the camera. That's a pretty nice feature to have on a camera like this and would help to essentially keep your camera from turning off if a battery dies on you while you're filming and drawing power from that second battery. Pretty cool upgrade. On the top of the camera on the patent, a screen is shown. You would assume that this would be some sort of display to see what you're filming, but while this seems like the logical choice, it could also just be a control screen to adjust settings as a touchscreen or maybe both. The reason why I say that this might not be a video feed from the camera is because the other potential feature from this patent. This camera has the potential the potential to be controlled remotely and even potentially by your phone like you can do with the Blackmagic cameras through Bluetooth. Though we may see a Wi-Fi connection utilized here by Canon instead, which could open the door up for a built-in wireless video feed that you could connect via mobile or external monitors. And to be honest, we've talked about this before on Frame Voyager's Ungraded podcast, and we go into further details on this actual Canon box cinema camera and what it means for the market and for companies like Blackmagic. That podcast is up now, and we've included a link in the description below, so go check that out after you watch this video. But Canon is not the only camera company delving into the world of box cinema camera rumors. Blackmagic has been doing some fascinating things with their micro cinema camera line that makes us wonder if they are close to a boxed cinema camera release of their own. Who is gonna release first? Check that out here